All right, everyone, here we go. Mercury and Leo. It's an all signs reading. Doesn't matter what your sign is. Straight up energy reading, right? What's Mercury and Leo? Well, it's speaking confidently. It always is. No matter what the surrounding energies are, speaking confidently. This year it's a bit more outgoing. It's a bit more attention-seeking than it normally is. And it always has a little of that with it. It's very interesting. I like this. I have not done a pre-shuffle. Let's cut the deck. And let's just shuffle for the cut cards. I know, we'll find out why we're here. But let's get a theme energy here. I was very excited about it. Fear. Conquering some fears, right? Stepping out of comfort zones. Things we never did before. Four of Pentacles. It's all minor arcana. It's up to somebody's free will. They are prone to stabbing themselves in the foot and running away like a little girl. But, male or female. But I do have here, just as a theme energy, Six of Wands crossing the Four of Pentacles, right? Again, somebody who might normally keep their mouth shut isn't in this energy. So let's see where we go. That might apply to you as well. Let's just see where we're at here. Card before the cuts. Why the fuck are we here? It is speak confidently type energy. You know, somebody's going to say some things they wouldn't normally say, but they're going to do it in kind of an attention-seeking way. If I'm to give an exaggerated example of what I mean like somebody's got something they want to say to you and they're going to say it loud enough out in public that everybody can hear, you know, and they're doing that on purpose. For some reason, this particular transit of Mercury and Leo craves attention. It's attention seeking. All right? Be careful about that because some of that might rub off on you as well. All right? You catch yourself walking down the street talking on the cell phone really loud, right? You want someone to hear you call. I mean, come on, that's tacky. Stop it. You know, nobody needs to hear about your big business deal. Come on now. You got more self-esteem than that. You know, you don't need that kind of validation, right? This energy does need validation, and it gets it through speaking confidently and loudly so everybody can hear. All right? Keep that in mind. That's just the way it's playing out here with the surrounding energies here in 2025. All right? I'm just telling you to help you. That's all. Let's go. Let's shuffle the deck here. First card out's before the cuts. Why the fuck are we here? You know, I always like to tell you about you get a little energy weather update at the beginning of all of these. I get a little page. This little guy's been coming up a lot lately. I get a little page of Pentacles here. This is why we're here. It's communication. It's communication it's a big deal to somebody. What they're saying to you is a big deal to them. It's one of those energies, again, this has come up before, but not this strong, where you might be like, really? Okay. Why are you talking so loud? It's no big deal. Okay. You know, it's a bit of that. All right. Let's see what comes after the cut. It is communication. I like that. What comes after the cut? I don't know. Whoa. It wants to fly off the table there. World. Big card. Big card. I mean, it is. It's the biggest card I could pull. What did I say? It's the biggest card I could pull. I said that, rewind. And what did I say about that page of Pentacles? It's a big deal to them. It is. It means everything for this person to say what they need to say. But the thing is, it's the way they say it that I don't like about this energy. You know, so everybody can hear, sort of a thing. I don't know. Or it might be somebody who puts pre-qualifiers before something they say. Like you could say just about anything to the average person. The average Joe or Jane, which you're not, you're part of the soulmate cycle. You're not going to fall for psychological tricks. But to the average Joe or Jane, if you put everybody knows, the phrase everybody knows before anything, they'll go along with it for the most part, whether they know it or not, because nobody likes to feel stupid. You know, so, you know, everybody knows chipmunks piss out their mouth. Everybody knows that. But the average person does not want to feel like a moron and not know that. It qualifies. It makes people feel that way. So again, somebody might be doing that in this energy as well with you. And that's why they're making it so public. You know, could be. All right? May not be your runner. Somebody you have a soul tie with. Somebody in your life. Might be a co-worker. You know, I don't know, a friend, family member. I don't know. Let's give the deck a shuffle. I'm just telling you so you know. You know, anytime somebody says to you, everybody knows, they're just trying to trick you. That's all they're doing. That's it. It's subconscious sometimes, you know. But it is what it is. All right, here we go. Works every time, too, on most people. General reading may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. We're just about to start your July readings on Tuesday. July. Big month, let me tell you. Yeah, Uranus changing signs. Holy shit. Here we go, Uranus and Gemini. That's going to be the reading of the month, I will tell you. All right, here we go. This is important to know because this reading right here, very important. Mercury readings always are, but this one is very important because communication's been coming up a lot in the readings. It's judgment. Look at that. Overall energy. Judgment. Judgment don't come out for a bang in a bar parking lot. You know? I mean, this is a huge thing. Somebody's might be bringing up an old topic. I don't know who this is attached to you. Could be somebody bringing up old topics that were long dead. Why are you bringing that up? You might say. Okay, I don't know. But fueling it is the Queen of Pentacles. Somebody's talking to you, and that's that little page right there. I think for some of you, you might not expect it. You might not expect this person to say what they say. There's a lot of confidence with this. They're acting out of character, like I told you. Getting victory over some fears and all of that. So keep that in mind. Like she is not expecting to be told. He lifts his head up from the milk and says, fuck off, right? And then goes back to the milk, not expecting that. You know, that kind of a thing. I don't know. It could be an old topic for some of you. Either way, it's a turning point in a connection between you and somebody if judgment is here. And we've already had the world. So what happens here determines where we go in a big way. All right. Right here's the energy around your connection. Right here's the 3D energy around whoever this is. Big talker. Right here, their soul is here. It bookends your soul connection. Right here's the message from the universe, the hidden energy. It's red with the energy of your connection. Right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Nobody can. I'll clarify everything, throw some universe cards at the end, and you bet your sweet asses we're going to extend this one. We have to. Everything right now going forward, especially in the lead up to Lionsgate, is going to be very important. Lionsgate draws some kind, in August draws some kind of line in the sand, but right now, all right, energy around your connection. Are we ready? Let me zen myself out here a bit. 4 cups. Yeah. It's a little bit of what I said here. She, that's you, Queen of Pentacles, is not expecting this from the little fawn, right? Where'd you even learn to say fuck off? You're still, I mean, what the hell? I'm not saying it's going to be negative or whatever. I don't know why this person wants the attention around them. Sometimes when if we're afraid to say something to somebody, we want the attention around us. We want to say it loud for protection more than anything else, so somebody else hears it. Or who knows? It's one of those energies. It's a little too outgoing for all the confidence that's part of it. Anyway, the 4 of Cups here in the energy of your connection is something that somebody really wasn't willing to talk about before they are now. Okay? And I'm not sure you want to hear it. I don't know. Maybe you do. I think you're more, I get off of this, you're more surprised. It's what I said around these 2 cards. This could be a dead topic you have with somebody. I don't know. So far, I'm not getting a lot of lovey-dovey here. 3D energies around this person. It could be your runner. It could be someone, right? An ex. It could be an ex. This could definitely be an ex. Oh, definitely. All right? Which explains the lack of lovey-dovey. 3D energy around this person. 2 wands. My God. They've wanted somebody in their life is doing things they've wanted to do for a while, or at least setting the intention to. We'll see where that goes when we clarify. Their soul is here. It bookends the 4 of Cups, the 8 of Cups. It's something they avoid. Again, what did I say? It's something they avoided for a long time. We're not going to talk about this topic. It could be a taboo topic, right? It could be a taboo topic. I don't know. It could be in your family, a taboo topic. It could be. Whatever it is, it's coming up. It's coming out. Yeah, there's good intention behind it to kind of move on from it, I think. Maybe. It doesn't feel, I don't have a devil, in other words, you know what I'm saying? Right? Okay. Fucking hell. Message from the universe. What's the fickle old gal got to tell us? Red with 4 cups. 5 swords. This is quite a reading. It's usually a self-sabotaging kind of energy, but somebody's going to shift blame on you. Or you need to fight. Maybe your energy's attached to this too for some reason. So for a few of you, a small percentage of you need to be careful not to shift blame back on somebody else. We do it all the time, I'll get into an argument, for example, with my mom about Aunt Jane. Okay? We talk about, I'm not going to get into what it is, but we're talking about Aunt Jane and all the terrible things that Aunt Jane has done and does and whatever, and why you should stop, why she should stop blah blah blahing Aunt Jane and yeah, making excuses for her. And rather than admit that, admit the obvious truth, my mom will shift blame and say, well, what about Uncle Lou? Uncle Lou, comparing Uncle Lou and Aunt Jane is like comparing somebody getting a parking ticket to a mass murderer. But she will try to shift attention off of it because she doesn't want to admit that she's wrong about Aunt Jane. You see what I'm saying? The tendency might be here for you to, well, you may be saying all this, but what about whatever? Don't do that. It's self-sabotaging. Let this energy flow. Now that's for a few of you on the other side. They may try to do that. They may try. You may like be, what are you talking about? That kind of a thing. It's fine. It could flow either way. All right. Most of the energies, especially the societal energies, have a hard time admitting they're wrong, and we talk about that a lot. They won't change direction. They'll go with the bus right over the cliff rather than change their attention, or change their mind, or change direction. And it's a terrible character flaw of low vibrational people. This is a lower vibrational person you're dealing with. That's why I'm telling you that. Okay? That's why I'm telling you that. All right. Don't stay on the bus with them if they are driving it over the cliff. What's the potential final outcome for you, my viewer? Two of Pentacles. A huge butterfly of transformation. If you make the right choice, it ends beautiful for you. Okay? If you make the wrong choice, it doesn't. What's the right choice? What's the wrong choice? Well, that's kind of subjective, I suppose. But ultimately, make sure you stay fluid. Make sure you don't. If you could feel this whole thing going wrong, make sure you don't add to it. If somebody wants to pick a fight with you in public, make sure you don't join in. Don't go over the cliff with the bus. Get off the bus before it goes off the cliff. Okay? That's all I can tell you. All right? This is a lower vibrational person you're dealing with. I highly doubt it's your big runner. But it came in here in this reading for a reason. All right? You get these readings. You get all kinds of different readings here. I don't control the energy that comes in. This might be very specific. It might not be. I don't think it is. I think Mercury in Leo this year is a little too outgoing for its own good. It's a sociable energy. If we wanted to use a big vocabulary word, it's gregarious. Okay? It's like that. All right, let's go. All right. Four of Cups. Why is it here? Yep. Four of Cups. Tell me about it. Something somebody didn't care about before, wasn't worth addressing. For some reason in this energy it is. Anything that can get somebody attention, they want. People who aren't normally attention seekers want attention in this energy, and they will during this transit. Okay? I want you to keep that in mind. Don't play into it. But you may want some attention too. And I'm telling you, so you check yourself before you wreck yourself, kind of thing. All right. Why is the Four of Cups here? I'm going to use the Light Seer because I think the Witches might be a little too much power for this. We got to cartoon this up a little bit here. It's the Three of Cups crossing that. Somebody is just, all of a sudden, they care. This is the flow of emotion, right? It's an emotional conversation about something that they never cared to talk about before. Now, all of a sudden, very emotional. Very, very, it's like they're standing on a soapbox or on a podium, giving a speech, except you're the only one this is for, and you're in a public place, kind of a thing. It's an awkward energy. These don't balance, the Four of Cups and the Three of Cups. They don't balance here. What's on top? The Two of Swords. You see what I said? It's an awkward energy. The body here is just... Okay, why is that here? I mean, it backs up everything I said. I don't have anything, I don't want to confuse it. Ten of Cups with it. Yeah. A lot of times in this energy, you may find that there's one specific energy that's here, yes, but I think it applies across the board. People are just going to be talking about shit. They don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. They're just fucking living in fantasy land that what they have to say is at all constructive. It's all very self-serving in this energy. It really is. Why is the Two of Wands here? Be careful about it. It's just the way Mercury in Leo is playing off in 2025, is playing off the current cycles of core energy that are in play, which I can give you, and which is part of what I pull on here. And also the other astrological things that are in play as well. This is one specific person, though, for a lot of you. I don't know who this is. This is a topic, again, it could be a family member. It could be something like that. We'll see. You have definitely a strong soul connection. This don't come out for a bang in a bar parking lot, or the much classier bar bathroom. I know. I should keep it classy. All right, here we go. Ride the porcelain. Here we go. It's crossed by the world. Again, somebody's making and set the intention to bring up shit that they never brought up before. Try all kinds of shit. In this energy, people will do all sorts of things to get attention on social media. Somebody who never sets up social media will set up social media in this. And they'll be nattering on all kinds of things, right? This is energy that it's just, it turns everybody into, I don't know. What's on top here? The Three of Swords. Yeah. Why is that here? The Ten of Swords. It's like, let's put it to it's almost like they're trying to hurt things. It's like they're trying to make a mess. It's like it feels like that. It feels like somebody here is trying. That's why we got the Five Swords from the universe. Somebody here is trying to make a mess on some level. They know it's a bad idea to talk about these things, and they probably should just keep things. We all cover up hidden things and laughter and dreams and Ten of Cups, fucking sitting on rainbow kind of unicorn bullshit. We all do it. But at the end of the day here, this is one of those things. Somebody's bringing shit up. It's almost malicious in a way in this energy, and it's just so they can get attention. They want to get a rise out of you. Can I phrase it that way? Does that make sense? They want to get a rise out of you. All right. 8 Cups. Why is it here? 8 Cups. Why is it here? Let's see where we go. Why is it here? 8 Cups. Come on now. Well, it's caused by the Ace of Pentacles. That's very interesting. I got to pull. Yeah, the Seven of Wands. Again, it's just backing up what I said. This is something nobody wanted to touch. Nobody wants to go near the 8 Broken Cups normally. Now they do. Now they just do. Normally, though, they're very defensive towards it. Now they want to rise up and fight and talk about it. Somebody wants to, again, take a poke at you a little bit with this or something. What's on top here? Page of Cups. This could be a friend, family. This is likely a friend or family member. If this is your runner, if I were you, I would be like, fuck this shit. I would. This is not, you're not getting in a relationship with this person. This person will fucking, no way. This is the kind of person that would go through your cell phone at night while you're sleeping just to make sure, paranoia kind of thing. A lot of weird. This is something else. All right, Page of Cups. Why is that here? Page of Pentacles. Again, somebody being very immature here. Bring it, talking out their ass, talking about there's an Ace of Cups, It's a case, they're very passionate, again, with the Three of Cups that was crossing here and the Ace of Cups that's bridging here. Somebody feels like, I think they might feel like they're doing the right thing, maybe. If I have to give the benefit of the doubt here, they might feel like they're doing the right thing. I don't know that they are with these cards sitting on top of that. Okay? I don't know. Somebody thinks they want to fix it. They're just going about it the wrong way. Can I phrase it like that? There's an issue or a topic they want to fix. They're just doing it wrong. It might be something maybe you don't want to talk about where everybody around you could hear. And that could be a mall. That could be social media. But it's something that should be handled maybe in private. But this energy won't allow for that. It won't. It needs attention. It needs it. So again, you might have somebody here who never got social media before and gets it. All of a sudden. Five of Swords, why is it here? Why is it here? Let's go. Five of Swords. Come on. What you want to tell my people about this? A little blame shifting. Yeah. The truth, Ace of Swords crossing it. The truth is flowing. But somebody is going to blame shift it. It's what I told you, right? I talked to my mother about Jane. She don't want to talk about it. It's too much. I don't want to get into it. What about Louis? You know, that kind of a thing. You can't. The two don't even. They're apples and oranges. You know, so you might end up with an apples and oranges thing. You know, truth's being spoken, but somebody on the, you know, as soon as you start speaking some truth, somebody on the other side says, well, what about this? And the thing that they're pointing you to is so small, it's so unrelated, it's ridiculous, right? And you might be prone to do that too, so be careful. A small percentage of you. What's on top here? The Magician. Why is that here? The Tower. There's potential for great change here. These are two very cool cards. There's potential for great change here. But there's a lot getting in the way. A lot of each side may, what I'm learning now as we flow through the energy is that each side may want that attention. This isn't about attention. If somebody's talking to you in this energy, whoever it is, a love, a family member, a friend, whatever it is, about something that we dare not broach before, right? Try not to think about what you're going to say while they're talking. Just listen, okay? That's all right? And nothing worse than active listening too, where they're talking and you're like, yeah. That's a clear indicator of somebody who's more worried about what they got what they're going to say on the tip of their tongue. And are you done yet? Are you done yet? Are you done yet? That's what means. Okay. So if they're doing it to you, I would just, you're not going to get anything done. Nothing's going to get accomplished with that. Nothing's going to get accomplished. So don't even waste your time. All right. All right. This is a big deal for somebody. Isn't it good? This came in for a reason. The energy around us, the fickle old gal universe, knows that thousands of people are going to be watching. So and we pull on the majority here. I mean, it's possible it's just for one person and it's future influence for the rest of you. This is future influence at the very least for all of you. This kind of shit happens all the time. Unless you're locked in a basement in Manitoba and live an entire life by yourself, you have issues with people. Issues that you think are long dead. Well, guess what? This is resurrection energy. I'll tell you what. What's the final outcome for my people? Which is, again, one side good, one side bad. One decision good, one decision. I've tried to help you make all the good decisions. There's a potential here for huge transformation with the butterfly, but it's minor arcana. It's up to your free will. It depends on how you handle it. You're going to have to keep your wits about you with this. Why? Because somebody else isn't. They're fucking batshit crazy living in la-la land. Okay? Swatting at crows and nothing getting done, blame shifting, all that kind of stuff. Even though it was their idea to broach this topic in the first place, it'll seem to you at some point like they're trying to hurt you. They're trying to make it, drive the swords in deeper. Are you trying to fix this, or are you trying to make it worse? I mean, it seems like worse, right? It might. Because they're getting in their own way with a self-defeatist attitude and might be in their head going, oh, if I say this, I'll get more attention. Whatever will get more attention is where they're going to go. So if making you mad or hurting you gets more attention, they're going to go in that direction. This energy wants the attention. You follow? All right. So the way you handle this matters. Okay? All right. Two of Pentacles. And whether this is for you or not, this is good advice in life. This kind of shit happens. And I've seen many people handle it the red light version, and it doesn't go well. You don't get anything out of it. Butting heads in this energy, two people wanting the attention. Jesus. That's a waste of time. It's not going to go anywhere. Nothing's going to get done. What's going on? Two of Pentacles. Final for my viewers. What do we got? All right. It's crossed by Temperance. There is great potential here. The truth is your weapon. Can I phrase that to you again? Listen to me. This is your final outcome. The truth is your weapon. I say the same thing over here. Like when I gave my example with my mom. Talking to her about Jane. She tries to drift off over to Louis. The truth is my weapon. It's taking it off. Well, that's nothing compared to that. So let's get back to that, right? The truth will always the truth will set you free kind of energy with this. Don't let somebody control the narrative by shifting off to something smaller. Whatever this is. Don't let somebody put the 3 swords in you or make things worse. If you see somebody doing that, all you got to do is speak the truth. They're almost like magic words in a way. Okay, what's on top? The 2 of Wands. This is a 2 of Wands. These are read together. So you've got your own things you'd like to say here. This is them talking about things they wouldn't normally talk about. 2 of Wands got the intention to do it. You got an intention to say a thing or two yourself. Timing is everything here. Temperance tells us that as well. Timing is everything. It always is. The energy's got to be just right. Wait for that moment. Be that great blue heron waiting for that fish to come out from underneath the rock. Just the right moment. You don't want just his head out. You'll miss. Right? You got to get the whole fish out. Bam. Right there. Why is the 2 of Wands here? Judgment. Look at that. Our reading ends where it began. One of the most powerful cards I could pull. This is a moment of reckoning between you and this person, or between you and whatever issue this is. This is a moment of reckoning. This is a real deal. All right? Timing is everything. You might bring up a thing or two yourself. But because you're getting this reading, you know not to let if you start going in your head, ooh, this will really get them, and you start thinking things like that, stop, shut that down. Because then you're just 3 swords and fucking 10 swords here. Okay, you got a chance for a win here, but it depends how you play it. And I've given you all the tools you need to play it right. Whether you do or not, I don't know, because this energy is affecting you as well. You're going to want some attention too. All right, what's the bridging energy here? Knight of Swords. We got game-changing communication here, and it comes at you fast. Right? The truth is your weapon, plain and simple. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. We'll go pull some wicked voodoo on this. You know what I don't have? What don't I have? A devil. I don't have a goat with its feet on fire. I might get one pulling on you here. I don't know, but I'm talking about the reading. I don't have a devil. All of this is for the greater good. It's all happening for a reason. All right? You can't pick and choose. I believe everything happens for a reason, Steve. And then, well, not except that. Everything means everything. Okay? And when I say everything is energy, I don't mean everything except dogs and grass. Those aren't energy. Right? No, of course they are. Everything means everything. So this is happening for a reason. I really get, because there's no devil here, I get an energy of for the greater good. But your side, the static energy that's here, which is most of you, how you handle this is a big deal. I'll give you my policy. I live in a town where people try to get attention. I live in a city of attention seekers. And I've been around them many times. And let me tell you, let me give you a tip. If somebody wants to be that, if they want to be the gregarious person, outgoing, whatever person at the table, and they want all the attention coming to them and all of that, give it to them. Let them have it. Don't even try to get in the way. It just makes you look bad. Right? You know, you get sucked into their energy. Don't get sucked into whose ever energy this is. Just let it flow. Right? The truth is your weapon. Even if all you say is, well, I don't think you should have brought this up. If that's the truth, it'll hit them hard. Right? Just say that and shut up. Right? All right, let's see. 3 cards. I mean, who knows? This could play out 1,000 different ways for 1,000 different people. I'm just trying to help. I'm glad this came in like this. I didn't want some tacky Mercury and Leo reading about someone's confidently telling you how they feel, because that wouldn't be accurate. Anybody who gets that, that's just surface energy. This is the way it's interacting with current cycles of base core energy that are in play. It's exactly this. It's exactly somebody coming at you about a long dead issue, and they're just doing it to get attention. You know, and they might do it in a public place. For all I know. If this is a work matter, don't be surprised if somebody says something just the right moment for your boss to hear it, right? Hey, I remember you used to steal the coffee filters. I remember that. And they knew damn well that the supervisor was on the other side of the door. And then you get called in the office at 2 o'clock. I overheard that you used to steal coffee filters, and now now it's coffee filter gate, and you're fucked. Right now they're taking back pay. All because some fucker wanted to get attention. All because somebody wanted to, be the hero for some reason in their own mind about something stupid, right? So now you're in the middle of coffee filter gate, all because of it. It's this kind of energy right here, 9 of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Queen of Wands, and the 4 of Wands crossing the Magician. This is powerful. These are red, center, left, right. It's final message for you. Still don't have a devil. Still don't. somebody's not going deep. The DF side of this cycle has the potential to become a little more shallow than you usually are. This energy might, yeah, I know. You're like, Steve, I'm the Empress. Steve, I know you are, but you might be a little bit of Queen of Wandsy in this energy. All right, I want you to be careful about that. That's all. That's all I'm going to say to you. Be careful. This energy this is kind of energy, as I said in the beginning, it makes people act out of character. You might act out of character too. You might be a little more superficial. You might be a little more petty than you normally are, maybe. Who knows? It could be any of that. You might be attracted to shiny objects more than you usually are because you want to impress people, not because, you know, you're like, oh, all of a sudden I'm into buying fancy gold and wearing all kinds of jewelry and stuff like that when you normally wouldn't. It's not so much do that. Do that if you want to. It's always why you're doing something. Are you wearing the jewelry and the gold because you like the gold and you like the way it makes you look, or are you doing it to impress other people? Those are questions we have to honestly ask ourselves, and this energy provides you the environment to do that. That's all I'm saying about the superficial thing here, okay? So maybe by the end of this, you find out your Empress engine needed some tweaking, and you come out of this a well-tuned Empress, right? Maybe that. I don't have a devil here. It's no big deal, right? That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you want to extend it, there's probably a couple of links at the top of the description. We'll go a little deeper here into this. It might get pretty deep. I don't know. I'll open with pulling on you some more. Okay? All right. That's your reading. Good luck.